So I finished listening to Dare to Rock by Carly Phillips. This is the fourth book in the Dare to Love series. And this one follows Avery Dare. She is the youngest of the first family's siblings. Because if you don't know, he had two families, the dad. So she's the youngest of the one family, of the first family they call themselves. So, and she ended up donating bone marrow to her half sibling in order to, because she had cancer, to help save her. And there's a lot of trauma surrounding that. Not so much the bone marrow donation itself, but what happens after with the press and her father kind of still ignoring her when she was like, I kind of thought you would pay more attention to me and love me because I saved your other daughter. Yeah. So there's a lot of trauma surrounding that. Then in high school, she goes on to date Kongston, who wants to be a famous rock star. And in doing so, he ends up leaving her to go pursue his dream. So now she feels abandonment from two sides. So she is dealing with a lot of, she actually does have an anxiety disorder that she is living with. And for the most part, she does that quite successfully. But there are moments throughout the book where it comes up, and I think the author handles it very well. How she tells of her panic attacks, thank you words, and how she deals with them and her reactions. So now Gray has come back to Miami. The band that he's in has broken up mutually, and he wants to make Miami his home. He wants to get Avery back. So he tries to convince her to come back, like to try giving them another chance. However, she has to deal with his lifestyle, which is a lot of paparazzi, which again, she has a lot of trauma around, and the press and the fans, the crazy fans. He's got some very crazy fans. That's an important part of the book. And his manager, who is a big jack. Huge. He do not like him at all. So he's up against a lot. She's got her walls up. But because of the crazy stalker, he has an in to protect her by having her move in with him so he can protect her. So you got a little bit of forced proximity in there. Second chance. So I did really enjoy this. No epilogue again. This is the second book. There was no epilogue. Oh wait, maybe this is the fifth book, not the fourth book. Doesn't matter. No, there's still no epilogue. I was kind of annoyed by that. But not as much as I was in the other book, where I was like, I still feel like there's more to that story that needs to be told. Where this book, it's like, no, I think we're good where it ended. It's fine. I loved Avery. She is, even with everything that's going on, she is like a social media influencer. She's still living her life. She still is volunteering her time to in the hospital for kids with cancer, or who are donating for kids with cancer. She even is setting up a prom for all the kids in the hospital, which I think is super sweet, and she works so hard to make it all work. I did really like this pairing. I thought Greg was really good for her, because even though he has a crazy lifestyle, he is showing her that that's not what he needs. He doesn't want to go back to that. He is truly 100% focused on her now, and that he's in it 100%, and he's not going anywhere this time. He messed up the first time. He realizes it, but he's coming back and he's staying. So I really did enjoy that. Well, so happy reading.